Hello guys and welcome back to Redstone for Beginners, and in this episode we are going to be talking about logic gates. Now you might be thinking to yourself, logic gates, what on earth are you talking about, Bill? Not and or what on earth are all of these things? Well, basically they are simple little circuits where a different combination of inputs will get you a different output. And they may seem abstract, they may seem a little overly technical, but I can assure you they're not. And for each of these, I will be running through a specific example of where you might use them in the game. So let's get started. Okay, so first we have the NOT gate. Now we've actually talked about this before because it's very, very simple. All we have is our input here, which is a lever connected to a redstone torch. Now when my input is on, my output is off, and vice versa. So a NOT gate will give a signal when the input is off, but when we turn the input on, then we don't get a signal like that. Very, very simple circuit, and there's lots of different ways I can use a NOT gate. It doesn't have to look like this. I could put the redstone torch on the top. I could take a line of redstone out like that to power the block, or like that, or I could even do something like this. So long as I have an input going into a redstone torch, then I have a NOT gate. Now, for an example of where you might use one of these, well, piston doors use a NOT gate. So as you can see here, I've got a little simple piston door set up here, and all I've done is I've connected my input to this redstone torch here. So as you'll notice, when the lever is off, the pistons will extend, and when I turn the lever on, the pistons will retract, which means I can walk into my door. Okay, next up we have the OR gate. Now, an OR gate you can have two or more inputs for, so I've got these two levers here. And the way they work is when either of the inputs are switched on, then we get an output. I could even have both of these levers on. So long as I've got one of these inputs on, then I'll get an output. And it's really, really very simple. All you do is you connect all of the inputs to the same line of redstone, and that is an OR gate. Now bear in mind, this input, it doesn't have to be a lever. It could be a pressure plate, it could be a button, it could even be a comparator output from a chest. Anything that gives you a redstone signal can be an input or will work as an input. Now let's look at one example of this. Here I've got a house and I've got two rooms here, and I want to switch both of these lamps on with one of these levers. So this lever will turn both of these lights on like that, and the same applies for this lever. So all I've done is I've connected them to the same line of redstone like that. Moving on to the AND gate. Now the AND gate is slightly more complex, but only a little bit more complex. How it works is I need to have both of these inputs on. I need to have all of the inputs on for me to get an output. So if I flick this lever on, nothing happens, the redstone lamp stays unlit. Same if I flick this lever on, but if I have them both on, that's where we get our output like that. And to build one of these, you need each of your inputs going into a block with a redstone torch on it. All of the redstone torch needs to be connected with the redstone dust, and then finally you have a redstone torch on the side of one of the blocks with redstone dust. And there you have your AND gate. Now it's worth mentioning that just like with an OR gate, an AND gate can have lots and lots of different inputs. So this one has three. Exactly the same rules apply. Each of the inputs is going to turn off this redstone torch. They're all connected with redstone dust. Actually, you have to change this circuit quickly, and then we have a redstone torch on the side like that. So just like before, if I have any of these redstone torches off, it doesn't do anything. It's only until I have all of these inputs, then I get a redstone output like that. Now, very closely related to an AND gate is a NAND gate. Now, all a NAND gate is an AND gate with an inverted signal. So, as you can see, the redstone lamp is already on, and to turn it off, I need both of these inputs like that. And it's very similar to an AND gate. All I have done is I've replaced the redstone torch with redstone dust. So that is an AND gate. this is a NAND gate. Super simple. Now you might be wondering where you'd use an AND gate or a NAND gate. Well, you might use one for something like this. So this is a door, obviously, and I can't open it by pressing the button. That is until I unlock it from this side. So if I flip this lever, now I should be able to open the door with the button. And this is actually a NAND gate. So if you have a look, both of these inputs, I've got the button and the lever, is connected to redstone torches. They're both connected to a line of redstone, and that powers the door via a redstone torch. So again, if I lock this door back up, then I can't open it by pressing the button. Now, as well as these logic gates that I have shown you, there are lots more that you can build, and there are different designs for each. So I thought I'd share with you this graphic because it's very useful. It shows you how to make each logic gate and a few extra that I haven't talked about, and I'll leave a link to this image in the description so that you could use it for your redstone builds. And that brings us to the end of yet another video. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed or if you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.